credit to Melbourne, first of all. They played a great game. They were well prepared. Chris did a great job of having them ready to guard us and do what they needed to do. And I thought I could tell in the first quarter, like, our mindset wasn't where it needed to be. You know, like, we had some really key, KPIs going into the game that we needed to take care of, and we did not do that. And probably, we knew they were going to be obviously hungry. They've lost 3 games in a row. They're going to look to bounce back, and they did that in, great fashion. So I just thought our mindset, like the second half, the wheels fell off. But I thought even in the first half, we just didn't play with the edge and toughness that we probably have had in some of these other games, and that caught us out.
Why do you think that happened, Shannon, with that mindset?
I think, we've obviously been going well. And I think when you're winning games and you're playing well, you probably just get in this pattern of, we'll be right. And I sense that a bit of practice this week. I think, it's very natural. Like, our players have a job where they live away from home. They don't see loved ones. I think Christmas coming up, there's some minds on probably being back home and flying out tomorrow morning for that. So we just didn't have the mental focus. But I think the girls recognise that now. Obviously, we've just copped a pretty hefty loss, and now we need to regroup. And obviously, they'll enjoy their Christmas, and we'll come back and get into practice and work on fixing it.
Courtney got into some foul trouble pretty early. What factors go into the decision about whether you risk leaving your best shooter on the floor or taking off and only bringing them at the end?
Yeah, it's a hard one because obviously if they get them real early, you sit them, then they can lose rhythm of the game, and it's hard to work their way back in. I thought Courtney did a good job of that. I think she might have even outscored all of our starters other 4 starters by herself tonight. But Cass had the same thing. Cass was in early foul trouble. I think that those things probably threw us a little bit as well, and it's hard to recover from. But I thought Saffron Shields came in and did a great job. I thought Jess McDowell-White did a great job in her minutes as well. And, and even Amanda, who's still finding her feet with us, came in and contributed, brought some energy at different times, and we were able to at least hang in there in the first half. And then, obviously, that run, I think they scored on 7 straight possessions or something in the second half. That just, blew the game out a little bit, and we lost our way. So, as I said, we'll reflect. I'm definitely going to look at the film on this one. And then hopefully we'll make the adjustments we need to make at practice when we get back from Christmas.
And pretty heavily out-rebounded. Is that because of Naz and Keely doing so well, or is it also an attitude thing?
Oh, look, I think it's definitely an effort. Like, you could see it. They just wanted it a lot more. And that's, that's disappointing because that's something we pride ourselves on, and the girls know that. I think they recognise that now. And we'd spoken about that a number of times in the week as well. Like, just we need to have that real aggressive mindset. We know that they're a great rebounding team, especially on the offensive end. And Nars Hillman's a great player. Keely Frolling's been a great player for a number of years in our league. And I just think we didn't probably, adjust to their intensity and have the right aggression at the start of the game either to win that battle.
Was the fact Saffron played so much, the fact that some girls were in foul trouble, the fact that she was going good, or a bit of both?
Look, I thought she was going well, but obviously the foul trouble, meant that she needed to stay out there for much longer stretches. And, I think she's 17 years old, so she's thrown in the deep end today in a big way and probably played more minutes in today's game than every other game combined. So, really proud of her. She's a future player that I think is going to be a great player for us. And it's, in one weird way, it's good to be able to give her some extended minutes right now and help her to keep getting comfortable in this league.
Yeah, what do you think that performance she just had will sort of do for her confidence?
Look, I think it'll be a confidence booster for her for sure, and just to show herself that she can play at this level and compete at this level. And, she's a sponge and she's learning every day and learning from some great players at practice. So, the more experience we can get her, the better. And, as I said, hopefully we just all regroup now and we can put on a much better performance when we hit the road in Sydney after Christmas.
I was just going to say, obviously, despite the loss and everything we've just spoken about, it's probably a good chance for you and the team to, to reconvene, go back to basics and get back to the fire mindset.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what we need to do. And I think you could use an excuse we didn't have Sammy, but they're missing some really key players in their roster, and they came out and wanted it a lot more. And I think that's where it starts for us, the basic stuff, just our basic rules defensively, the effort we need to play with, and I think we'll go and adjust that and we'll be okay.